After Noah stepped down onto land, our household saved. After sacrifice and feast, the prophet feared and prayed. Feed the maker would destroy the earth again and again. Drown the world by every year and end the saving men. So he offered burnt offerings, rose his voice to plead for the maker not to bring another deluge of the seed. For the survivors of the first would be a greater test, punished twice for what they did not do. The priests profess. This my argument, the prophet said, and this my charge to thee. Greater wisdom in the maker not to send another seed. For the men were innocent of what their forebears had wrought. They had only watched the deluge from inside the saving thought, and to drown them now would be more wrath than they deserved. It's the prayer of Noah and the priest records the verb that the earth might never undergo the wrath away again, that the cities might be built and men live happy on the plain.
Sign a covenant the maker gave the holy
bow of God, once weapon now to lay down.
In the rainbow of the sky the priest declared the
Maker loved this man for righteousness and granted all. Said it was not he who brought the deluge to the fore, but the wickedness of those before that forced the holy hand. For Maker would not give the breath of life and then unman. What he made would be unwise to grant and then destroy. Better not to have created than to take away the joy. But the injuries they offered to my holiness and virtue forced me to the punishment the priest records the issue. I will leave off for the time to come require such judgments. The water shall no more overspread the earth in any reckonings, but abstain from shedding blood of man and keep yourselves pure. Punish those who murder, for the law of life is sure. I permit you to make use of every living thing, beast of land and fish of sea and fall upon the wing, accepting blood for in the blood the life of every kind. This the maker's covenant, the priest records the mind.
sign of covenant the maker gave the holy
bow of God, once weapon now to lay down.
In the rainbow of the sky the priest declared the
Noah lived 350 years after the deluge end. 950 total lifespan, happy to the bend. Let no man who hears me, Greeks and Romans of the new, doubt the length of life the priest records the witness through. Why so long the ancients lived? I give three reasons clear. First, because they were beloved of God and lately near, made by God himself in fresh creation of the breath. Second was their food was fitter for the keeping back of death. Third, because the virtue of their use of all that time gave them astronomical and geometrical to prime. Could not have foretold the periods of stars across the high, unless they had lived 600 years, a great year to apply. Manetho wrote Egyptian, Berosus the Chaldee, Mochus, Hestius, Hieronymus, Phoenician, Hesiod with me, Hecataeus, Hellenicus, accused and lost to the test. Ephorus and Nicolos, 1,000 years the ancients press.
In the Hebrew is the bow weapon held, is the same word for the rainbow that revealed the maker laying down his bow against the man and beast. Bow of God once aimed at us is now the sign of feast. Same the word for weapon and for arc across the sky. Hebrew sees the rainbow as the bow that he laid by. Keshet is the doctrine of the disarming of the wrath. This the priest records the covenant, the holy aftermath.
And the prophet Noah prayed against the deluge that progressed, and the maker loved the man for righteousness expressed. And the covenant was given by the bow that he addressed, and the blood was forbidden as the holy law confessed. And the ancients lived 1,000 years, the priest had stressed, and the witnesses 10 more were named, the testimony pressed. And they pressed that of the Hebrew was the bow that he impressed. Then I bowed my head and wrote the rainbow manifest. This the disarming of the wrath, the priest will say redress.